Have you ever thought about how you'd write a political story that was just destined to blow up online? Well, today, we're not actually looking at real events. We're diving into something maybe even more interesting: the script for a speculative political thriller. Let's break down how a story like this gets built from the ground up. You know, at the heart of any great thriller is a single powerful question. And for this script, it all boils down to this: is the main character a hero who took a stand for his principles, or is he a traitor who just played a massive power game? That's the conflict the whole story hangs on. I mean, we're talking about a script that's written to be more intense than most actual thriller movies out there. So what we're going to do is deconstruct it, go act by act, to see exactly how it creates such a suspenseful and, honestly, a really compelling political drama. Okay, so every good story needs a hero, right? Someone you can root for, at least in the beginning. And that's exactly what the first act of this script does. It introduces our protagonist not as some seasoned politician, but as this young, brilliant idealist who gives up a super lucrative corporate job for what he sees as a revolution. And this script does not waste any time. His rise is just meteoric. And the speed is really the key here. In about a decade, the story takes him from just another face in an anti-corruption protest all the way to becoming one of the youngest, most powerful voices in the entire country's parliament. So what's the point of this super fast rise? It's all about setting up the character. The story is deliberately painting a picture of a totally new kind of leader. He's not some old-school politician. He's sharp, he's data-driven, he's incredibly articulate. He is the very definition of a youth icon built to connect with a whole new generation. All right, so we've got our hero. Now for Act 2. This is where things start to get messy. A hero's journey is kind of pointless without some tension, and this script just masterfully weaves it in from every angle. The whole story shifts from one of success to one of struggle, both inside his own party and out there in the public eye. And here you can really see that core tension laid out. On one side, you've got the public image, the powerful MP, the face of the party, a total success story. But behind the scenes, the script tells this secret parallel story, one about ego clashes, about being pushed aside, even silenced. It's a classic storytelling move: public glory hiding private chaos. And if that wasn't enough drama, the narrative adds another layer. It contrasts his chaotic political life with this super glamorous personal life. Just imagine it. One scene, he's in a TV studio battling fierce political attacks. The very next scene, he's in a royal palace in Udaipur marrying a Bollywood star. That sharp contrast is totally intentional, designed to show a man living under unbelievable pressure in two completely different worlds. Okay, so let's get to the third act, the climax. All the setup, the rise, the conflict, it has all been building toward this one single shocking moment that just changes everything. Now, here's a really clever little trick the script uses to create a sense of dread. It sets its biggest moment in the near future. By giving us a specific date, April 2026, this fictional event starts to feel eerily real, almost like a prophecy that's just waiting to happen. And here it is, the big twist. He doesn't just leave. He leads a rebellion. He takes 6 other members of parliament with him. The number 7 here is absolutely critical. See, this isn't framed as one man's personal betrayal. The story presents it as a coordinated, strategic move. So why was that number 7 so important? This is where the script gets really, really smart. It uses a real-world legal loophole. By getting exactly 2/3 of the party's MPs to defect with him, his action isn't legally a defection at all. It's considered a merger. So what could have been seen as a betrayal is transformed into a brilliant political masterstroke. Obviously, a political bombshell like that is going to have some serious fallout. So the script immediately pivots to show us the intense, overwhelming public reaction. And how do you visualize that kind of fallout in the modern world? Simple. You hit him where it hurts: social media. The story makes a point of saying his follower count just plummets by over 1 million overnight. It's a simple but really powerful way to show his fall from public grace. But it's not just about the numbers. The script details the kind of anger he faces. He's immediately labeled a traitor. The story describes a flood of online trolling and hate comments. And, in a perfect modern twist, his own old videos, where he's attacking the very party he just joined, are dug up and go viral. Ouch. So, with this huge backlash coming at him from all sides, the script gives our protagonist a really powerful defense.
This one quote tries to reframe the entire thing, not as a personal betrayal, but as a collective stand on principle. It's his big justification.
But in true thriller fashion, the script refuses to give us a nice, tidy ending. Instead, it uses a classic storytelling move, the open ending. The plot itself is resolved, but the moral judgment, that is left completely up to the audience. And so, we end up right back where we started, with that central question. Was this whole thing a selfless act for the good of the country? Or was it all just the ultimate move in a personal game for power? The script gives you all the pieces of the puzzle, but in the end, it leaves you to be the judge.